Hey everybody, it's Dr. Doni from Vita Chiropractic. So first of all, happy St. Patrick's Day. As we're filming this, it's St. Patrick's Day this weekend. So I got my lucky earrings on and my lucky little shamrock shirt. But this video, what am I talking about? I'm talking about why I adjust Cruz, my son. My son's 2.5 years old at this point. And I just wanted to, I've done a lot of videos on adjusting children and talked a lot about it, but I want to talk specifically one aspect of why I adjust a lot of kids, and I want to talk from a structural perspective. So when Cruz was born, we noticed that he was tilting his head a lot to the right side, so he was kind of favoring one side. So that would mean he's a little tighter on this side, everything's a little more compressed on this side. So the muscles get tighter, your joints get tighter. It's similar to in adults we talk a lot about slouching and doing this. That's gonna create a postural pattern there's a lot of tightness and constriction. So it's not great, and it can lead to aches, pains, different imbalances down the road. And so same thing with kids. And so why would my son be favoring one side? Well, there's a couple things. Could be the birthing process, or it could have been his position in utero. He could have been favoring one side. The other aspect that I want to talk about, and this is really important for new parents to hear, is it's how we hold our children. So if he's always being held on the one side, which is really common, so we can have our dominant hand free to do things, his head's going to be kind of cocked one way, and that's going to create these tensions. We baby war a lot, and so it's the same thing. Is if he's being baby, like in the we call it the Tula, is the one we use. But if his head is always turned one way, then that's going to create imbalances. So I encourage parents to consider a couple things. First of all, watch for these imbalances. If you're noticing head tilt, favoring one side. Same with hips. If you're noticing his range of motion isn't as even, when your kid starts crawling, if they can't move one leg as equal as the other, army crawl, stuff like that, that could be because there are some restrictions in their pelvis or in their spine. And then you look at how you're holding your children. Make sure you're balancing, holding both sides, making sure they're even with that. And then if you do see some of these things, consider getting your child checked by a chiropractor, because if you can correct these imbalances early on, then they don't progress and develop into more serious issues down the road. So those are part of the reasons why I have chosen to adjust my son, to correct for these and just make sure his body's really balanced and even. So please let me know if you have any questions about that, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful St. Patrick's weekend. Bye.